Like we always do about that time, we are live here at the Know It All podcast. And of course, you got your usual suspects, myself, Big G, and Tate Boy Fresh. Tate, how you doing, man?
Big G, what's happening, man?
Oh,
I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain, man. It's a Sunday. It's tornado warnings here in my area. I ain't been out the house all day. Really, all I've done is showered and put on my R&B gear. So you say, and watch college hoops all day.
Y'all don't have tornadoes. Like, what is this? Like, why are we tornadoes? You're in the DMV, bro.
It's windy out. There's tornado warnings all the way up to West Virginia. So Maryland and West Virginia. So I don't know, but yeah. So we get a little bit of everything now and then.
Okay, all right. Big G, what's popping, man?
I'm chilling, man. Sitting up here. Listen, I gotta say this once and for all. ESPN is trash. Like I'm all on ESPN waiting for the tournament thing. We backstage and Mod and Tate talking about this guy's this season. This is. I'm like, what? I said, man, I'm not fooling with ESPN never again ever. I hurried up, flipped over to CBS, and it's all good. I'm watching the selection right now. It's all good.
Hey, listen,
you got to watch ESPN, man. But for the tournament, CBS got the rights to release this stuff first. So once it's dropped, first thing ESPN gonna do is go to the South region and talk about it because they allowed to now.
But
they gave Auburn a 1 seed, y'all. Just breaking news. Auburn got a 1 seed.
Clark Kellogg's hands is big.
That boy looked like a hooper.
That boy looked like he will slap you into an instant headache.
Bro,
his hands is large.
Ma, guess where Clark Kellogg from?
Oh my God! See, and you call me biased.
Guess where he from, Ma? Guess where he from?
I'm just saying, you call me biased. I'm just
saying.
But look,
he's a hooper.
Tim Lyons running through the jungle. B Dirt, Black and Gold Standard. Jaime, Gavin Anthony.
Jaime.
We thank you guys. We thank you guys for being here in the chat, man. We're about to get this thing started.
And
started quickly.
Real quick. Shout out to the homie B Dirt and the Golden Wolf. You know who I'm talking about, the Golden Wolf, don't you, B Dirt?
Y'all are wild.
That's them. Nah, that's the Michigan boys, man. Michigan won the Big Ten tournament.
Look at
Wolf and Golden is some bad Europeans.
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts.
So
big boys.
Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. Big G, tell them what they need to do with them algorithms, my G.
All day and night and twice on Sunday. You need to hit the algorithm button, smash the gas, mash the gas, get them likes together, and make sure you share with a friend to a friend and get the subscriptions together. Y'all, we getting closer. We about 250 away. So help us get that 250 away and go and put it through and get to 1K. So that way we can do all kind of different things on the KnoItAllz channel.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about that. And when you mention R&B, I just got to say something. My son is I'm taking him on a journey. He's listening to some old school R&B, and he was listening to an Alexander O'Neal song. Y'all remember Alexander O'Neal? That's wild.
Which one of my nephews? Who? Dill or Chris?
Dylan.
Okay,
Chris.
Yeah, okay.
Chris don't even like mid condition. Like Chris is.
He don't like mid condition.
No, I got to help Chris out, man.
Ma, can I ask you not to ask me no DA questions?
What's that?
What's DA?
Dumbass question. Do y'all know Alexander O'Neal? Big G, who you think we is, man?
I said, do you remember Alexander O'Neal?
I bet we run his tape. You said, do you know?
Yeah, he's the puppy. He don't remember. He don't know.
Yeah, he's a little whippersnapper.
Hey, listen, R&B used to be different. Let's just put it like that. You say R&B now, it's not what R&B used to be. I had to take my elder statesman, Big G, on a ride through some R&B groups the other night, and we had some.
And who got that victory though? Who got that dub? Call them out. Call out them OHIO boys. Call them out.
They got the dub.
Who got that dub?
They got the dub.
What?
He was talking cash money to me about the OJs, bro. And I said the OJs are some killers. They top 10 all time ever R&B group. Miles, nah. Man, he got to pulling up them stats. He got to pulling up them stats. He was like, whoa. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
The OJs, Roger Troutman, Cool in the Game. We are R&B, man. That us and that place up north.
Listen,
there's a lot up there
Detroit.
Too,
yeah, but
right.
I'm just going to tell you that's a whole other subject. But hey, man, we're going to get this show started, man. We're going to get this show started quickly. We'll be right back. And we are back, man. We are back. Definitely had to get them off of that Ohio, their Ohio dissertation that they were about to give me about Ohio being the greatest of everything. And then I get accused of being biased. Duke got the number 1 seed in the East region. They'll be playing.
Yeah, that's
well deserved.
That's chalk. Auburn in the South, Duke in the East.
Yeah, that's well deserved.
Yeah, so I'm interested.
They gave Auburn the South though. They gave Auburn the South.
Then Auburn get number 1 seed. I know Michigan State got 2. Who got number 1 in the South?
I might have missed it. But Auburn shouldn't have been when we talk about it. The Gator Boys should have been the number 1 seed in the South.
Wow, Baylor made the turn. This is wow. Okay. Oh yeah. Man, we're gonna see, man. This
Baylor should get in. Baylor a nice little squad, bro.
Yeah, they're 19 and 14.
Ooh, that means
Duke got to play Mississippi State in the second round. Ooh, Duke might be adios muchachos, my friend. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
That boy,
you got to play SEC squad fast, bro. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. You got to face them SECs quick.
Rob Lightfoot talking about Donnell Jones. I hear you. That on the
R&B
side.
I was damn near. I was 30 years old when Donnell Jones was doing this thing.
Yeah, man, that's Rob. Rob, you a young whippersnapper too, man. You a young whippersnapper. You ain't got no history on your belt, bro. Get some history. Come talk to us, man. Get some history.
Save your conversation, Rob, to the year 2035. Then you might be all right.
Yeah, then you can talk cash money. You got about 10 more years to go. And then now you an old fella.
Oh my goodness. All right, so man, we definitely get this party started, man. It is baseball time. Some time for some baseball, man. And I don't know about you, Tate, but I'm really optimistic about my Braves this year. I'm looking at some rankings. Some publications got us 3rd in MLB. That they say that we're going to win. We'll probably end up winning the East, and I'm really happy to hear that. Definitely excited to hear that. How you feeling about the Reds, man?
I'm feeling really, really confident in the Reds this year, man. We made a lot of moves this offseason. Got some new starting pitching in there. Picked up a couple outfielders. Got some guys back from injury that was going on last year. Christian and Carson on Strand. We got the second baseman, McClain, coming back. We made some moves. We traded Jonathan India. Only thing that's hurting us right now, and it's not really a big deal yet, our catcher, Tyler Stevenson, is out for the first month of the season. But we did acquire the Yankees' backup catcher. I forgot his name. Forgot his name. But yeah, he got a lot of experience. He's not going to be the hitter, but he's definitely good in the field and good at the pitchers. With the pitchers, Tar Heels in the play. Hope they play Ohio State. Hope Ohio State can make the play. But yeah, so yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I feel confident. We competing with probably the Cubs in that division. That's something between me and Pay got to stand in bet every year between the Cubs and the Reds. We might have added some juice to it this year. We got to talk about it when the season opens up, which is going to open up this week coming. I believe the 18th, Tuesday in Tokyo. So, the Cubs and the Dodgers.
Yeah. G, I noticed you have your signs up, and that's for a reason. So let's talk about his signs, because one of them going to be trash, dumpster juice, big trash, something else. Then he's going to say, what about the Phillies? He's going to say, pick a sign. Go ahead, BG.
That's exactly it. You can pick one, whatever sign you want to pick. Which one? Pick a number, Tate. Pick one.
Give me sign number 4. I think they're going to finish in 4th place in the East, behind the Pirates.
They tire fire this year. the Phillies is boo-boo.
Oh,
I mean, people out there saying that we're going to win the division and this, that, and this. I'm telling you, man, it's over with, man. Our window, unless we make some trades, and it's time for us to go young, man. The one thing about my professional teams that happens all the time, man, doesn't matter what professional team I like, they hold on to dues too long. And then we get stuck paying dues this long in the tooth and all whatever else. Man, break it up, bro. Break it up, trade off, get young. So that way we'll be back. We bounce back faster. But when you're trying to just hold on, and now in baseball, you can get away with it. In baseball, you can get away with holding on to a player a little bit longer than basketball and football. But the Phillies it's time, man. Everybody got to go except Harper. And for the right price, Harper got to go too. So I'm just telling you, it's time to break it up, to start over. But we're going to, and watch, they're going to try to limp it to the postseason. We're going to get eliminated in the first round. Ma going to be talking crazy to me about the Braves. And I'm saying, listen, I'm calling it right now. We're going to be boo-boo. So let's just move on. You know, we had our window of opportunity. We got a chip. So I can't get mad. We got a chip out of it. So it's time to move on, time to break it up. But they're not going to do it. They're going to try to hold on and get this guy and that guy. And you're going to hear him talking about there's a late resurgence for the Phillies, and we're going to limp it to the playoffs and get smacked. I already know, man. So no hopes this year for me. No high hopes. I'm not going to be talking crazy. Even if they win a bunch of games, I'm still not going to be talking. It's going to be humble pie this year for the Phillies because I ain't feeling it. It's time to get rid of those dudes, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the groups that Big G brought up, you know, Tony.
They came in with the OJs, though.
We talked to. So, again, it's in your DNA. You're going to talk strong. Give G, a month, let some stuff change.
I ain't doing it.
He's going to start talking strong. He'll start saying stuff with his chest.
Big G, I really feel like you can't help yourself.
Yeah, he can't. It's like, he just can't help it. At some point, he's going to turn it on, and, he'll turn into Big G.
You know what I'm going to say to both of y'all? You know what I'm going to say to both of y'all?
What's that?
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't saying that neither one of y'all. I'm not saying neither. I'm done with the Phillies now. Now, if they win and get to a pennant on whatever else, I wasn't on the bandwagon. I wasn't talking crazy. Now, the year we got that chip, though, I was talking strong.
You were talking real strong.
Well, we got the chip, so it mattered. So what I'm telling you right now, it's not hey man, and listen, who put it up and somebody put up in the live chat talking about Rob Lightfoot said Percy Sledge. Rob, let me tell you something. My wife's daddy is from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. My wife's daddy's cousin is Percy Sledge. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know, dog. I done been to Muscle Shoals and been to the studio before. In the studio down there in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. So come on, dog. You talking to an original OG gangster. I know who Percy Sledge is, and it's my wife's people. It's my wife's people. Well, I'll tell you it.
Yeah, because we'll go on a whole other thing. We'll get in a tangent and go to another place. NFL free agency. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of moving pieces. A lot of people who done signed. 70% of the free agents have signed. I got to ask this question: what's going on at quarterback, bro?
What you want? For who? Who you talking to?
For y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. What is going on with quarterback?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm crashing out. I mean, if you really want to know the truth, I'm in crash out mode, bro. Right now, we don't need to have nobody come to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania that's older than 37 years old. If you're older than 37, I don't want you in my quarterback room. And you know exactly who I'm talking to right now, Mr. AR. You stay on out there in the cave, get the mushrooms together, mull over retirement or whatever else. We don't need you. Once again, this is one of the issues. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't want to pay Justin Fields, which was bananas. But because the money was the same, the $40 million was the same, but it was $30 million guaranteed from the New York Football Jets. And we wasn't going to give him $30 million guaranteed, and they guaranteed him a starting spot. So I'm off of Justin. I can't get mad and upset. He plays for the Jets. He's not a Steeler anymore. But it's time for the Pittsburgh Steelers to get a young drafted quarterback. Now, hopefully, Shedeur Sanders will fall to us at 21. If Shedeur does it, I'm in the mind to believe that we trade back, maybe 27 to 28, and look real strong at Jackson Dart. And if you want to wait, get Kyle Shaw maybe in the third. But it's time to go young. It's got to be a youth movement in that quarterback room in Pittsburgh. Build the 53-man roster up for when the quarterback settles in, the quarterback settles in. But I don't want no dusty old veterans, man. Get them out of here, bro. Get them out of here.
In the Midwest region, Houston got the number 1 seed. We'll talk about it when we get there. Tate, who's playing quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Well, things went haywire when they lowballed Justin Fields. But I think it'd be okay because it was going to be a prove year for Justin Fields, right? I mean, yeah, we wanted him. We wanted to try and design an offense around him, but there was no guarantees he was the guy. You could potentially still be looking for a dude. But to get him for a 6th-round pick and let him walk out the building over $10 million more, and you got all this money, I believe the Steelers should have matched the Jets' offer. Shouldn't even offer what the Jets offered from the go, man. I mean, it's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I mean, they all make $20 million minimum. So go ahead and pay the kid if he's gonna start for you. Let him start. Give him his $20 million, and let's roll. But from there, kind of like all over the place because we brought back Mason Rudolph. That's a good move. Mason's solid. And I say to all the Steelers fans that's complaining and crying right now, remember this time a year ago, y'all wanted Mason as a starting quarterback. I remember very vividly.
Facts.
Everybody clamoring for Mason to get his chance. Well, he may get his chance this year. He may not. I kind of got a feeling I think Russ going to come back. And I'm okay with that because you bring Russ back, you get some continuity. Now, they have to mend some fences between him and Arthur Smith and stuff like that. But we'll see Mod playing with the boxes and stuff. with his chubby thumbs all over the mouse. But hey, yeah, man, I feel like,
Oh, wait a minute. We made the play in. Texas, let's go, baby. We made it. Okay, all right. We made the play. Breaking news nobody cares about.
That's Big-G. That's that bias. He talking about us already.
Come on, man.
That's
don't
that
even
bias.
try it, bro. Come on, don't even try it. Here we go.
Hey, you know in the KnoItAllz, that's the number 1 sign.
Yeah.
But nah, so I think it's gonna be a room with Russ and Mason Rudolph. I think it's capable. I think you use the remaining money you have just to build up the team. I mean, they got about 35 million left. Go ahead and bring in. I mean, I think the defensive linemen are going, so you may have to go 2 defensive linemen and a running back in your first 3 picks.
So I need to ask both of you this question because you kind of hit on it. And chat, I know you guys, a lot of y'all are Steelers fans. How do we feel about Mason Rudolph being back? Does it make you? Do you have some comfort with it? Do you think he can do a good job? I mean, talk to me about that.
It's a comfort for a plan B, but I just want everybody to remember y'all wanted him last year. So don't get brand new on the Steelers this year. Oh, Tomlin this, Omar Khan that, Mr. Rooney cheap. If you get Mason Rudolph and he ends up your starter, you draft a guy for $4 million. Now you got more money to pour everywhere else to put a good situation around Mason this year, trying to get your guy next year with a team that's already loaded for bear. That's where I'm at.
Gee, talk to me, bro. Well, how you feeling about this?
I'm all right with Mason. It's a Tommy. And you know what? I seen Tim Lyons over there in the chat talking about when was the last time the Steelers had to do A, B, C, and D with a quarterback. You just worry about them old trash Bengals that's drafting in the top 10 every damn year. They garbage.
Hold on. It's a good one, Tate. What happens if you get Jackson Dart and he only develops fully until TJ Watt and the other pieces on defense get old? Trade for Malik Willis, and if it doesn't work, borderline blow it up. And tire and fire.
No. Listen, the Steelers have not done the best of jobs transitioning from offense to defense or defense to offense. The last 10 years of the NFL, we've either been loaded on one side of the ball or the other. It's either our defense was beast mode and our offense sucked, or our offense was beast mode and our defense sucked. You have to play the balance game of getting the quarterback in position and let him develop. The only way you can see that is by drafting the kid and giving him an opportunity. So I'm of the mind that I think Shedeur might fall to us. I'm not saying he will, but I think he might. But Jackson Dart will be a great quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think you give him a 2 to 3 year plan.
So after if Big G Tate, my question here, who would you rather have, Shedeur or Jackson?
Well, I think you trade back, you get Jackson in late first round. I think if Shedeur falls to you at 21, I mean, you got to, even though we need defensive tackle, defensive lineman, you got to take the quarterback because it's the second ranked quarterback in the draft class, and you don't get those opportunities a lot. So you got to draft him and take him. Let him. No, you don't trade up to get him. I ain't doing that. No, he ain't that guy. But if he's sitting there at 21 and it's the biggest position of need in our team, you take a shot.
Let me ask you. He makes it past. Let's play this out. He makes it past 13.
No.
I'm giving up no more draft capital to go up and get him. He ain't worth that.
No. He's got to come all the way to 21.
So you're perfectly fine with the guys you got. If say he's gone by the time he gets 21, and you don't get a chance.
We live with it, and we draft our defensive linemen because the plan is really for next year. You only taking Shedeur if he drop. You ain't going up for him. If he drop and he did, you're like, oh man, well let's take him and see if we can develop him. He gonna play behind Mason then, and you just gonna you're gonna take that money like I said and put it anywhere else it needs to be. Yeah, out the gate he do definitely.
You think Mason is better than Shedeur at this
point? I don't think he's better. I think he's more pro ready right now to win games. That's what Steelers are about.
Okay.
We got players on the team trying to win. You pick up Darius Slay, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Minka, all these older guys. I mean, you just roll with him. He not like who unless he comes into camp and wins the position, but I still think the Steelers will go with the better, at least for the first 4 games, and see how it continues to develop.
It's just like Tommy Maddox. It's just like when we had Tommy Maddox. See, we found out how eerie the situation is just unbelievable. We had Cordell Stewart. We found out that Cordell Stewart wasn't an NFL quarterback. Okay? So we had to get rid of Cordell Stewart, i.e. like how we had Kenny Pickett, and we found out Kenny Pickett wasn't an NFL quarterback. We got rid of Kenny Pickett. Okay? Then we went through this little 1 to 2 year transitional period at quarterback. That ended up, we had Tommy Maddox, but we were sitting like 13 in the draft, and Ben Roethlisberger fell to us. He wasn't supposed to fall to us. Man,
it was pick 11.
Pick 11. He wasn't supposed to follow us at 11. All the talk was Roethlisberger was going 1, 2, or 3. So we sat, waited it out, and the quarterback fell to us. Now, I think that could happen with Shedeur, but I really, truly, and honestly believe that we should trade backwards if the quarterback's not there, because I think we can get value at DT anywhere between 21 and 28. I think we can get that value. So I would trade backwards, pick up a second, pick up a fourth, maybe a fifth for trading from 21 to 28, get the quarterback in the first round, and then now you got extra picks to pick up the DT, to pick up the running back, to get the positions of need that you need for the Steelers.
So if you look at Jade's comment, he said, if you're okay letting Sanders fall to 21, lets you know that he ain't the guy.
That's not facts.
You got to play the draft board, man. Right. I mean, Shedeur Sanders is going to go before Jackson Dart. So if he falls to you at 21 and him and Jackson Dart both there, you take Shedeur Sanders. I mean, it's that simple.
Not only that, you have to understand that every team doesn't need a quarterback.
Facts.
So teams are drafting based upon their need, not BPA. So if we were going BPA, he would be gone long before that. But teams are actually drafting for what they need, right?
Yeah, and there's teams ahead that need a quarterback. I mean, the Jets just paid Justin Fields. The Saints just re-signed Derek Carr. The Raiders paying Geno Smith. I mean, who else need a quarterback out there? I mean, if he get out the first three, which I don't think they think he first three pick material, which is the Titans, the Browns, and the Giants. Yeah, he could drop. And it would be because those other teams have quarterbacks in place already.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. And I that's why I think he drops, man. That's why I think he drops.
Florida's number one seed. BJ Beater just said it. Florida's number one seed in the West region.
They're the best team in the country. But that's for another segue. They're the number one team in the country.
I don't know. Houston look real good, bro. Houston look real good. Auburn look real good. I mean, Tennessee even looks good. Hey,
who did Florida kicked Tennessee, Florida, Bama? They kicked when they're 5-1 against the top three teams in the SEC. Stop it, dog. The Gator boys is for real.
They are for real. But I just think that everybody's so tightly grouped that, hey, it's gonna be hard to pick them. Hey, but man, G, you know what it is, man. Take us to a quick commercial break, so we can pause for the calls.
Yes, sir. Commercial for the KnoItAllz Sunday live at 6 p.m. We talking all kind of good sports stuff, all kind of good fact stuff. If you haven't subscribed as of today, make sure you subscribe, share with a friend, help us get to 1K subs. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be right back in a second. Wherever you get your audio podcast, Google, Apple, or Spotify, we'll be back with the KnoItAllz.
And we are back. Tate, man, let me ask you a question. I do know, this is going to get Tim Lyons going. This is going to get B-Dirt moving. Jamar Chase got him some bread. What does this mean for T. Higgins, man? Do you think, this signing, this domino is going to help them to go ahead and get a full a contract signed on, because I think they franchise tagged T, but to actually move forward and get an extension done with T. Higgins after signing Jamar Chase?
They're gonna pay T. Man, that was gonna be Trey Henderson.
Chase ain't official yet, but go ahead, bro.
He not official. Neither one are officially signed, but I've read a few things from some Bengals insiders and stuff that they already got $70 million allocated for both their receivers. So that sounds like to me Jamar Chase getting 40 and T getting 30, which is it works. That's the market price for both of them. So the Bengals go ahead and pay the market, put them with Joe Burrow, and they're gonna be more of the defense gonna get better just by infusing new pieces and young pieces in there. But they're gonna be a predominantly offensive team, have to win that way because that's where the money at.
That's facts, Tim. That's facts. I'll give Tim a facts. It's about damn time I give him a facts, but I'll give Tim a facts.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Go ahead, G. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I mean, the Bengals are doing what they need to do to try to secure their team, man. But the Bengals had, I'll say maybe a D, C+ all-season free agency period. And that's because they're trying to allocate money to make sure they take care of their superstars, which is the right thing to do in the NFL. What the Bengals have to do now is they have to draft well, because without draft compensation, they'll never be able to build the roster because X amount of percentage of their salary cap is allocated towards 3 players. And that, for most NFL teams that manipulate the salary cap, that almost spells doomsday. That almost spells doomsday.
Time out. Go ahead.
14 SEC teams is a record.
That's a record, yeah.
14. Wow. Yeah.
But that's
go ahead, Big-G. I'm sorry.
Wait, does it count? Does the play-ins count?
Yeah, Texas was part of the 14.
So Texas was the last 4 in. North Carolina, Ohio State, Indiana, first 4 out. Wow. Okay. Another Ohio school took Ohio State spot. And Xavier was the last 4 in.
Oh, Xavier, okay.
But Texas got in on the strength of the SEC, not because of them. They got in on the strength of the SEC. The SEC is the most dominant basketball conference.
You're absolutely right. They just beat A&M, who's the number 4 seed, and so you're absolutely right.
Ohio State beat A&M. They beat Kentucky. They got 5 quad 1 wins. That's why if they hadn't won that first tournament game against Iowa, they would be in. They had their destiny in their own hand, and they lost it. So we're done talking about it until next year.
What Rob say?
Answer that question, G.
He said, I wouldn't be mad if we sat in the first round and draft the best running back available.
I wouldn't be mad either. Give me Genty or Marion Hampton. I wouldn't be mad.
I don't want Ashton Genty. You can keep him, Tate. I don't want him. Now, if you
I'll take him.
I don't want him. If you said Marion Hampton and you said Quinshon Judkins or Travion Henderson, then I might say yeah.
But they ain't taking them in the first round.
I bet. Well, you know what? I said I was going to chill out with this because somebody got to prove it to me. But I'm going to bet you corner time, Tate. Travion Henderson's going in the first round. I'll bet corner time right now. He goes in first round.
So bet the corner time, Big G.
All right, bet. It's a bet.
Dirt says allocation will be 41 for Chase and 29 for T. If you listen,
that makes sense.
RTTJ, you already know.
Running through the
jungle. Yeah.
So I wasn't.
He said 40. He said 40, 30, 41, 29. I mean, come on, man.
That's what I see here.
South Carolina's getting in the NIT with a losing record. The Black
it's a big brand school, so yeah, they gonna let them in.
Yeah, John Calipari, what is 90 years old, look like Dracula. The Black
John Calipari is 72 years old.
Man, he look like Dracula. Black and Gold Standard says bring back Russ. He fits the Steelers offense.
No, I don't want Russ. We know what Russ is. No, I'm tired. We got our old dude.
But Big G, you got to consider, man. The offensive line ain't gonna be healthy. They got DK Metcalf, who he's really familiar with, and George Pickens, and you got for running back. I think Russ can make that work, man. When we was on that slide downhill, we played outside the Bengals, who was a good team. We played 4 playoff teams. 2 of them were in the Super Bowl, right? And the Ravens. So, I mean, that slide ain't completely all on Russ. He didn't look good, but George Pickens was out for 3 of them games. I mean, the offense, we knew we needed a second receiver all year long. So when you take Pickens away, that make everything else worse than it was. So I would rather Russ than Aaron Rodgers, and our choices are getting low now. So that's where I'm at.
I agree with Russ over Aaron Rodgers, but I just don't want Russ because I think it kills the rookie quarterback. I think if we re-sign Russ, they're almost punting for a quarterback until 2026. And I've been telling people, Ma, you're going to be proud of me, bro. On every podcast network I've been dealing with, especially with these Steeler fans, these Yinzers out here, right? Tank for Arch and this and that. I said, bro, Arch ain't even coming out. What is you talking about? Arch ain't played but 6 college games total. Like, he hadn't started but like 2. And he only played 6 college games. That don't mean nothing, bro. You got to give Arch an opportunity to develop, show that he can do it. Now, if they win the chip this year, Texas, okay, maybe Arch is that guy. But no, Tank for Arch, get that mess out of here, bro. You got to pick what's in front of you.
Arch ain't even coming out next year, man. He going to stay back here and get the NIL bread.
Yeah.
Speaking of NIL, do y'all know the newest member of the NIL chain is, who actually just got we know college players getting NIL. but did you know that a trainer, basketball trainer, just received a NIL deal from Prize Picks?
Yeah, I heard that. Did you hear about the high school kid that got the 250,000?
Well, I'm talking about a trainer, bro. Like a trainer. Yeah. A trainer got NIL from Prize Picks. Wild.
Hey, I'm not letting nobody in this podcast off the hook. What's up with them Dallas Cowboys and Tank Lawrence calling y'all big trash? They ain't gonna win no Super Bowls no way. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it.
We were going to it next.
Let's go there.
I was prepared. I've been prepared. You know what I'm saying? I've been prepared. We were ready.
Here's the Dollar Tree. Look at it.
We were already ready to talk about this.
Oh, poor Jerry.
I just want y'all to know my Cowboys have been shopping at Dollar Tree. Make some really good moves. There's some good stuff that is, at the Dollar Tree. I guess,
ain't
stuff
nothing
you really
good at the Dollar Tree.
Man, stuff you need at the Dollar Tree.
Man, come on.
I just want you to know, there's still the Dallas disappointments. We ain't moved off of that yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't moved off of that. So you can't say that I'm just over here just spreading joy and cheer. Number one, I do think that was, let's address the comment. That was a cur and coward comment. And I'm glad Micah called him out on it. I'm glad that
why is he a coward?
I'm glad that J. Lou called him out on it. I'm glad that Ghostin called him. These are all people who left.
Oh yeah, because they left.
You don't say that.
But he was there for 11 years though.
Yeah, but Tank
didn't
add to playoff success. He did none of that. If anything, they said he was a bad locker room dude, and he's showing why we need to get you.
I think that's you defending your Cowboys. I think Micah Parsons is more in the wrong for his comments. I mean,
no, Michael's right. Listen, let me tell you something. It's like a dude that you are. We know you full of hate. So, but I'm just saying, it's like a dude that you don't like. When you hear something about him, you just continue to pound on him. And you get, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And you don't even know.
Big pause, no Diddy.
Yeah, big pause. But my thing is here, Tank, you don't say that. You just don't say it.
Why not?
You take your bread, you move on, you be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't he? I mean, I hear you.
That's a Kirk comment. It's a
bro,
Kirk
this
comment.
Happens all the time in professional sports, and especially in football. And I don't see why it's courage. He said, I'm not going to win a Super Bowl in Dallas. That's what he said.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, even if you feel that way, why say it? You only say it because you want to spew venom and you're upset and you're hurt. That's why I'm
not upset with Najee said some stuff at his Chargers press conference.
Listen.
He said the Steelers didn't use him right. He said that the facilities is trash. No, it's not. He's saying what his perspective is. All D. Lawrence said was what his perspective was. I've been there for 11 years. The stuff they go in there, they have fans coming through practice, pay money to come through practice. All that stuff. That's not a winning organization.
That's not what he said. The thing.
But all that's in is what he's referencing to though. Because I watched some deeper talk about it. Yeah, I did. I watched some stuff.
All he said was and he volunteered it. It's one thing if the reporter asked him the question, right? It's one thing if he would have been asked that question, then say what you want to say, brother. They asked you that question, but you volunteered that. That came from out of your soul. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
How's it feel to be in Seattle? It feels good. The one going to win no Super Bowl there.
Yeah,
that's kind of how it came out.
Hey, how you feel with your new girlfriend? Better than what I felt with that old one. That old one was trash.
But Mark, he was there for 11 years. He was there for 11 years.
Right. I was raised right.
I'd have backed the truck up on Dallas Cowboys so fast.
It's called madness.
So what? I'd have backed the truck up. And listen, I expected Najee. Y'all ever seen the movie House Party? Where the redhead comedian said, I expected some stuff from you riffraff like this. And he had that gag talking about out, spot out. Like, they should have expected Tank to do that. I expected Najee. I can't wait till Dan Moore get in front of a microphone Cause he fleeced the Tennessee Titans. He fleeced them.
Hey, so
and he gonna dog us out. He gonna say Pittsburgh trash. They this, that, and this, and all whatever. And that's fine.
Let me finish. Fine. Let me finish real quick. Cooper Rush went to the Ravens. Do I like it? No, because I mean, but when Dak get hurt, you're like, you don't expect Cooper Rush to just win them all. But
it's Trey Lance, ain't it?
Right now we still have Trey Lance as the backup. But I think we're gonna probably draft a quarterback in this draft. I'm almost positive we will, and I think that's one of the reasons why Cooper left. But Cooper got paid. He got the bag. He didn't get nothing but from us, but 3-4 million, and he got 12 from the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? So go get your money, young fella. Then we picked up Miles Sanders.
Y'all lost Jordan Lewis too. Y'all lost Jordan Lewis.
We lost Jordan Lewis, of course. Yeah. We lost Vernon Golston. We lost Tank Lawrence. We lost. There's one other person that we lost, but again, we've been picking up some solid pieces
at the Dollar General.
Yeah. Hey, I told you, Jerry's been shopping at Dollar. I mean, do I need to say it again? I mean,
but the Dollar General is it don't help. Yeah, Dallas doesn't have. I'm not dogging. I'm just being honest. Mm-hmm. Dallas doesn't have a number one running back. Dallas does not have a 2 or 3 wide receiver.
Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders.
Dog, stop that.
I'm just saying. We got two.
Stop that. Come on, man.
We got 2 running backs. We don't have a solid just number one. I would agree, but there are 2 starting running backs. We can actually line up and play football. Listen, here's what I'm saying, and this is what I hate, because I can't say anything on this show without you hitting the panic button. But what I'm saying to you is, look, none of these dudes I'm just overly excited about. I'm not sitting up in here saying, oh, we're going to be world breakers. I didn't even say we're going to the playoffs. I'm just saying who we picked up. And me saying that shouldn't incite a riot inside of you when I say something.
I don't think it's that. I think it was the whole Tank things, what he said, and he's not allowed to say that. And he was there for 11 years. If I'm in a bad relationship for 11 years and I want to talk about the broad I used to be with, I can do that. 11 years I spent with her?
She getting the business. Yeah, but she getting the business.
You don't have to dog her out, though.
Why not?
Right. You don't have to. You made that choice.
I promise you. I promise you. The bus is getting backed up.
I wouldn't back up the bus. I just might be like, hey, I need someone better in my life who we can go to the next level together. We want to go to the next level. We want to go win the Super Bowl, as all Tank said. That's the next level. That's all he said.
If I'm Tank, I'm putting pictures out there on all my social media in Seattle jerseys, talking about look at how they treat me. They just treat me so much better. We got a chance over here. And I would dog the Cowboys out if I was Tank. Yeah. I would. I would because Micah. The reason why is not even because of the Cowboys. It's because Micah. Micah need to shut up. Because you know what, something off about that boy. And I ain't feeling it. Something off about him, bro. Something off about that boy. I don't know if he is a career cowboyer. I think when the bread come, Micah gonna do something strange.
Well, we'll see. I think the signing, and I'm done after this. The signing that I am excited about is we got Dante Fowler back. I'm excited about that.
That's a good sign.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited.
I agree with that.
I like it. I also like Kenneth from the Titans, the linebacker.
Murray.
Kenneth Murray. I'm so excited about that one. I think those were 2 good pickups. I'm still kind of blurry and fuzzy. Why I know you had to free up money to pay Micah, but why else did you free up that type of money? And we still ain't. So it just, to me, either there's some more moves coming, or, Jerry just wanted to make sure that his pocket was good on his Dollar Tree budget, because they over here they still shopping. So that
Jerry sold all his big money restaurants mine and bought Dollar Generals. Jerry done bought every Dollar General in the state of Texas, bro.
Oh
He
my
trying
God.
to Jerry Eaton, bro. Jerry gonna make sure he die a billionaire. He ain't taking no chance.
I ain't taking no chances, man. I mean,
Dollar General all day and night.
This boy out here discount shopping for real. But on after that, man, let's talk. What was the best signing, you guys? What do you think the best signing was? Tate, talk to me. Who do you think came out smelling like a fat rat on their signing in free agency?
I was ready with my team. I don't know no one individual signing.
Okay, well, go ahead with your team.
My team is the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, they shored the defensive line. They signed Hargrave and somebody, another big defensive line.
Allen,
big name
Allen for Commanders.
Yeah, Allen, Jonathan Allen. Signed both them. They brought Byron Murphy back. They saved money and let Darnold walk. I think Darnold is who he's always been. And they go ahead and roll with J.J. McCarthy. They brought Aaron Jones back on a good deal for him. So they bring the offense back with a younger, cheaper quarterback. They put money in other places. They won 14 games last year. I'm rolling with the Minnesota Vikings. They don't want no parts of Aaron Rodgers.
Talk to me, G. Who you think have had the best one that made the best moves?
I think the most underrated move in free agency was Greenlaw signing with the Denver Broncos. Denver, go and look. If y'all haven't researched it and look around, the Denver Broncos, man, is like a running back and an explosive player away from giving.
Hey, Big G.
Business. Yeah.
What you gonna do? You got Florida 1 seed in the West. Your boy St. John, a 2 seed in the West.
St. John's is out of here, dog. The Gator boys. The Gator boys. But the team I think that came up the best, man, the Washington Commanders, dog. I mean, it wasn't even all about with the free agency. It was with the trades. They got Tunsil. They got Deebo Samuel. Man, Washington is a running back away from the chip. I'm telling you right now, they are running back away. All they need is if they get, and that's a team that might mess around and draft Trey in the first round. The Washington Commanders, if they get Trey, oh, bro, because now they got their Sonic and Knuckles. They got Robinson from Alabama to be the pound running back, and you got Trey to be you can throw it to him on the screen. He's 75 to the crib. So they nice, bro. Like the Commanders is looking the Eagles in the face and saying, "Look, man, I got something for you. I got something for you, Philadelphia." So, and because they mad because Philly ran the score up on them in the NFC Championship game last year. They lightweight pissed about that. And Ma, because their head coach used to be your DC. You know he's a vendetta type dude, bro.
Yeah,
they going for them Eagles.
He's coming for it. I think DC trying to do DC things. I think I like the Broncos.
DQ is his name.
DQ is trying to do DQ things. I definitely like the Broncos. I like the Broncos move. I'm with you, G. They are a couple players away from having a really good team. They are scary. That's a team. I mean, that defense got better. And that was a top defense in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So now you put some linebacker help. They kept all their DBs. Wow, it's one of them things. And Mr. Lightfoot, I'll tell you, as of right now, yeah. Right now we're third in that division. Right now. We haven't did anything that I think would separate, except for you never know what these coaching moves are gonna look, because I think that the coaching moves are gonna make a big difference in Dallas. I think a really big difference. They went. It's one of them things where I can say, that you put together a really solid coaching staff. Not great, but it's solid. It's better than what's been there. The continuity of the coaching staff is better than what we've had in years. So how it plays out, I don't know. But the 53-man talent came up just a little, right? But it's not where Washington is. It ain't where Philly is. So we got to see. Styles make fights. So who do you think? And this is where we get off of this. Who's the team that has made a sneaky move in the AFC and NFC? Who have got some things that where you're like, man, if this work out, this could really be a good thing.
And the AFC is the Buffalo Bills, dog. And the AFC is the Buffalo Bills. They got off of Von Miller and they got one of them Bosa's. It ain't like getting the Bosa, dog. Bosa's changed things. So they done messed around and got a Bosa, dog. So yeah, man, that's a difference. I'm telling you, the Bosa's is different.
Hey man, this is genetic things. They got one of them guys.
They granddaddy played in the NFL. I mean, what is you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, they granddaddy played, they daddy, they uncle, the Bosa different. So they done messed around and got a Bosa. So I like the Buffalo Bills in the AFC. In the NFC, bro, I think Seattle's gonna be a good team, man. Because you got old Cooper Kupps over there with Jackson Smith and Jukas, and they got Sam Darnold to throw the ball. Seattle gonna be rough. They're gonna be rough, man. They're gonna be hard to beat because he's an improvement of Geno. He's an improvement of Geno. So they mess around and with that 18th pick, get Matthew Golden or a Mecca Bukas or something like that. Oh man, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. Yeah,
Tate,
so that's my two squads.
Talk to me. Who you got?
Waste no time. Agree with G with Buffalo. In the NFC, I mean, I already said Minnesota, so I'm just going to stick with that one. But quietly, Chicago coming up too.
Facts. That is facts, Tate. They had maybe the best offseason. They had maybe the best because they got, I'm going to pay 15 more minutes of corner time because they got 4 new offensive linemen, man. What the hell? And as long as they don't pick one in the starting in the first round, man, I got a shot to still win it. But, man, they came up. They got that all-pro dude from Kansas City. They got, shout out to the Buckeyes.
Tony.
Shout out to Mr. Buckeye, Mr. Jackson from the Rams. That's a Buckeye. Going to play the Bears. They got a new center. They nice over there. They trying to come up.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take another commercial break real quick. Big G, walk us through it.
Thanks again for rocking with the KnoItAllz on Sunday live broadcast exclusively on YouTube. Hey, if you want to listen to your playback, you can catch it on audio anywhere you get your audio podcast. Google, Spotify, and or Apple Podcasts. You can find it. Just search the KnoItAllz. And while you're searching for it, make sure you subscribe to the channel on the audio side on Fans First Sports Network and subscribe to the KnoItAllz channel on the YouTube network. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be back in a quick pause.
And we are back. So the brackets are out, bro. The final bracket is out, and let's talk about it. Let's definitely get into it and break this apart. First and foremost, the number 1 seeds. Do we all agree? We all agree on the number 1 seeds?
Houston, Duke, Florida, and Auburn. I don't know about Auburn.
They was number 1 and 2 all year. They got beat by who? They got beat Florida. Who got beat by in this SEC tournament?
Tennessee smashed them.
Tennessee.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, they deserve it. You can have a loss in a tough tournament, a tough conference like that, and still be number 1 seed. You was 1-2 all year long.
Maybe I'm biased. I don't like Auburn. I'll call bias on them. They always talk yak. I don't like that coach, George Perlis, whatever his name. Get him out of here.
That's an old football coach.
I don't even like that coach. I don't like that coach.
Bruce
Pearl. I don't like that dude, dog. I don't like that dude. They always talking. You get to the final 8, the final 4. They ain't seen no part of it. They ain't been good since Charles Barkley. Barkley and Chuck Burson is when the Auburn Tigers was good.
They have been good. He's been a good coach since he's been there.
Where they been in the tournament. The Final Four.
I bet they made a couple of Elite Eights though.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here. They ain't got to. They do a lot of talking, man. They do a lot of talking and all. Because I think Alabama's better than them. I think Tennessee's better than them, and I know for damn sure that the Florida Gators is better than them. So I don't. Auburn maybe, but I give them their props. You where you supposed to be. You where you supposed to be.
Tate, how you feeling?
Duke, Auburn, Florida, and who's the fourth one?
Houston.
I can agree with all that.
So, all right. So we're looking at it. I'm gonna run through it for you. You got Auburn in the South. They're playing the play-in team, and then you got Louisville versus Creighton that next game.
What seed is Louisville? What seed is Louisville?
Louisville's third. Oh, is that 8?
They're 8, and guess what? Auburn might be up out of here second round. Adios, muchachos.
Well, we got Michigan versus UC San Diego, A&M versus Yale, Ole Miss versus another play-in, either San Diego State or North Carolina. Then you have Iowa State versus Lipscomb, Marquette versus New Mexico, Michigan State versus, is that Bryant?
No, Bryant. Michigan State played Bryant 23-11. Bryant.
Yeah, this E-Trade.
That's a 15 seed. That's a 15
E-Trade is real small. All right, so we got in the West. And
wait, time out. Rob Lightfoot, put that up there, bro. We can bet the corner time right now that Auburn ain't going to the 8. Bet it. Bet the corner time. They ain't going to the 8. Get them out of here. They got a hard road, bro. They got a hard road.
Go stand in the corner now.
Well, I was going to stand in the corner anyway.
Get to the corner, Rob. Rob, you about to be getting to the corner.
Corner. You talking about the corner times? Getting it. Here it comes. No, Black and Gold Standard for sure. The early 90s, this was a very exciting day. Matter of fact, we took out, I remember we had TVs on in the school so we could watch,
the tournament.
March Madness. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. So in the West, you got Florida versus Norfolk State.
Yeah.
You got UConn versus Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You got Memphis versus Colorado State.
Memphis sneaky. Memphis is sneaky.
Memphis is sneaky.
That was one of my sleepers a few weeks ago.
You got Maryland and Grand Canyon. You got Missouri and Drake. You got Drake. You got Texas Tech and UNCW. Who is that?
University of North Carolina, Charlotte Wilmington. University of North Carolina, Charlotte Wilmington.
All right. And you got a friend of the show, KJ, and they're going against Arkansas. That's going to be a game right there.
Yeah, that's a fight.
That's going to be a big
What seed is that? What seeds are they?
7 versus 10. Kansas is a 7, and Arkansas is a 10.
That's going to be a fight. St. John's versus Omaha. And then
break shoes off Omaha.
In the East, you got Duke versus a play-in, which, that's a mercy killing. That's a slaughter waiting to happen. Then you got Mississippi State versus Baylor. That's another one. It's going to be another game. And
Duke going to have to play the winner of that game in the second round, but they might be up out of here quick, fast, and hurry.
Second round.
Yep.
Ooh. Oregon versus Liberty. Arizona. Now, that's a good Arizona team, but Akron is just as good. Akron is I'm going to tell y'all something about those Midwest universities in the tournament. They'll break your heart. They will break your heart. They will take you and turn you over and spank your bottom and send you home.
What you saying? You said Midwestern. You mean Mid-American Conference. You talking about that MAC?
Yeah,
the OA's 10 MAC.
When they good, they good. You're in Dayton. You had some squads. When they good, they're good, bro.
Mon, I'm gonna take you all the way back. You know what the first Mid-American Conference team that shocked the world? I'm gonna take you all the way back. Is when Ron Harper played for Miami of Ohio and they bust Lim Bias and them in the tournament. They busted Maryland. They bust them all the way out. And I was
Wally Zerbiak then went pretty far too. That was 98.
Y'all remember
Harper and them was like 86. 86. Miami of Ohio, they handled their business with Maryland. They put Maryland out of there quick. Ron Harper dunked on Lynn Bias so hard and came down and looked at him like, what?
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
Before his injury, Ron Harper was a dog. Let's just say that. He was really good still after, but before it, he was something else. BYU versus VCU. That's a mercy killing. But BYU, after that.
For who? For who?
Oh, BYU going to tear them apart, man. They going to tear VCU apart.
Nah, I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know.
But what I will say,
it ain't gonna be no mercy killing. They might win.
They're waiting on Wisconsin versus Montana. Is that next game? Wisconsin's a really good team. They're a really good team. Then you got St. Mary's versus Vanderbilt. Then you have Alabama versus Robert Morris.
Alabama got a quick cakewalk, man. They said Alabama upset.
Cakewalk.
Yeah.
Then in Indianapolis, you got Houston versus
SIUE.
Okay. And then you have Gonzaga. They made it. The Zags. Gonzaga versus Georgia. Then you have Clemson versus McNeese. And then you have Purdue versus who is High Point, bro?
Never heard of them.
Man, I mean, did they just put them in just to put them in? High Point.
They're conference champion. They 29-5.
Oh wow!
And you know Purdue's history. They lose in the first and second round every damn year.
Every year.
They had Glenn Robinson and Zach Edey in them. They still getting put out. Our homeboy Dakota Mathias, right here from Lima, man. They had him and they couldn't make it. They Purdue always be losing, dog. Always.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Black and gold. That's a good one.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Cleveland State, but Cleveland State ain't the MAC though. Cleveland State was one of them. What was the little bitty small guard they had? What was that little small guard? I remember his name. Keep talking.
For who?
For Cleveland State. The Mouse McCaffrey. Mouse McCaffrey was their guard. Cleveland State when they beat Navy that year. The Mouse. I remember him, bro. Little bitty small dude.
So we got Illinois versus Texas or Xavier. That's gonna be a tough one. Texas gonna have to come with it. Xavier's pretty good.
Yeah, take. Now that's a mercy killing, but I can't say that because Texas got talent. Yeah, but they play basketball different than
Rob won another bet. He won another bet. Rob won another one. Rob said Big-G corner time. Alabama will not make it to the Final Four. All they got to do is
say Elite Eight.
All they got to do is beat the winner of Vanderbilt and St. Mary's and then beat BYU or Wisconsin. Bama.
Well, that gets them to 16. That gets them to 16.
That boy said Bama.
1 to 16. So then they got to. Oh no, they ain't gonna make it. That's not a bet, Rob. They ain't gonna beat Duke. They ain't gonna beat
who?
They ain't gonna beat Duke, dog. They ain't gonna beat Duke.
I think they can beat Duke. I picked Alabama as my sleeper. What seed is Alabama?
Alabama is a 2 seed.
Mm-hmm, okay.
What, Sean? They're not going to make the Elite Eight.
They got to get past Duke in the Final 8. Oh, he's saying make it to the 8.
No, they to make the Elite Eight, bro. They'll be fine. They don't even have to see Duke until to play to go to the Final 4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they would
if they win the first weekend, they 16. If they win that next game, the next weekend, on that Thursday or Friday, that's the 8. So who would they play?
They would either play BYU or Wisconsin. Alabama, that's a bet. Alabama going to the 8. Yeah. Now they might not make it past 8, but Alabama going to the 8. I'll bet that corner time.
Yeah. So, that's my guy. He's here, Mr. Bishop.
Lord.
What's up, baby?
What up, Claude?
What is cracking, Claude?
So,
hey, Mon, you ain't gonna believe this. The last 2 weeks, me and Claude have probably agreed 90% of the time. For 2 straight weeks, on every platform I'm on, me and Claude, something in the air, dog. Because me and Claude been on the same thing for about 2 weeks.
I've been telling y'all for a week what's in the air. Claude account got hacked. That's what's in the air.
Oh,
that ain't Claude.
Listen,
it's a fake Claude.
Let me tell you something. I have to go on a rant. Rodney Terry job got saved. They saved. I had to tell my son this. I like Rodney Terry as a coach, but one of the things that I believe Rodney doesn't know how to recruit. Chris Beard was a way better recruiter, right? And Rodney Terry hadn't been able to. Now he does have one of the best freshmen in the. He had the freshman in the ACC, but he has one of the best freshmen in the nation. He ain't the best, but he's one of them.
Oh, the ACC.
And I said SEC. You know what I'm saying? He was the SEC freshman of the year.
Did he win it already?
Yeah, he won it. Yeah, he won it.
That dude for Tennessee, nice too. Forgot his name, but okay, I can't dispute it.
So
wait a minute, no, he didn't win the SEC. The SEC Freshman of the Year is the point guard at Florida, Conley.
Okay, you're gonna argue with me, and
I know he is. He the best. He the best. He might be the number one player picked in the draft.
Not over the Cooper flag. Stop it,
bro. That point guard for Florida is a dog. That point guard for Florida is a dog, bro. That, you know what? He's a mix between Jason Kidd and he can shoot too. He's a mix between Jason Kidd.
Trey, listen. Let me help you with something. Trey Johnson won it.
Trey Johnson, South Carolina.
Trey Johnson played for, he don't play for no.
No, wait.
No, Tennessee.
No. Yeah, he was. He was.
Ain't that play for Tennessee?
Trey Johnson's from Texas.
That's what you were talking about.
Right.
Okay.
He's the SEC freshman of the year. You know what I'm saying? And
what year? I'm trying to figure out what year Walter Clayton is. I'm about to find out.
But here's, just let me finish this. I have to say, Rodney Terry, you're gonna have to do better, bro. You escaped by the hair on your chin.
Well, wait, Chaz Lanier from Tennessee won Newcomer of the Year.
Right.
Trey Johnson was tagged SEC freshman. What's the difference between a freshman and a newcomer?
So you're not a freshman. You're not a freshman.
Maybe just new to the team, new to the conference.
Yeah, new to the conference. Yeah.
Oh, Clayton is a sophomore. That's why. Yeah. Clayton is sophomore. Okay, I feel you. I'm with you, man.
Yeah. So my point is, Rodney Terry, you're gonna have to do better, bro. Like you barely getting, you're escaping by the hair on your chin. You know, you kind of like Jerry, Dollar Tree shopping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course you got another McDonald's All-American coming this year, but you're gonna have to build a roster. And that's one of the things that's very important in sports. You've got to build a roster.
Is he a transfer portal dude? I'm asking. Does he aggressive in the portal?
He's not as aggressive as he should be, but again, you know, he's losing people every year, and we're not even sure that Trey Johnson's gonna stay this year. Right? I mean, he may be a one and done kid, right? Yeah. But again, my thought process on this is, hey, you're gonna have to do better, Rodney Terry. You're definitely gonna have to do better. But anyway,
hey, Fran McCaffrey from Iowa got fired too.
Oh wow.
And he was there like 15 years or something like that.
Yeah, he's been a good coach.
So we got Kentucky versus Troy. This is finishing out that bracket. UCLA versus Utah State, and Tennessee versus Wofford. That's who has an easy path. If you ask me, Tennessee got an easy path to the Final Four.
Tennessee does?
To the Elite Eight, and then they're going to have to play Houston. And after that, all bets is off. You know, I mean, all bets.
Hey, Houston in that second round ain't going to have no cupcake, bro. They're going to have to play Gonzaga. And Gonzaga can beat anybody at any time, man.
The thing about Houston that's scary this year is offensively, they're in the tops. They've never been in the tops offensively. They've always been in the tops defensively. They play great team defense, but now these boys can score. And that's what's scary about them. That's why them Duke and Florida are between the three teams. I think you can win it. And I'm going to go ahead and give mine, then I'm going to ask you guys yours. I think Houston wins the whole thing. But, you know, I think Houston wins the whole thing. I think they win it all. But my three teams are Houston, Duke, and Florida. Big G, give it to me, man. Three teams, top three, and then who you think is going to win the whole thing?
So I'm out of the East region. I'm taking Louisville. I'm taking Louisville to upset Auburn.
Give me your top 3 teams, and then
my top 3 teams is Florida Gators is the best team in the country. The second best team in the country, I'm gonna say, is the Tennessee Volunteers. I like Tennessee. I think they fought today. They just got in foul trouble. And I'm gonna say the third best team in the country is, if Duke is healthy, Duke. But I don't know how healthy Brown and Cooper Flagg is yet. Right? I don't know. That's my 1, 2, 3.
Cooper Flagg will be out another week. He'll be fine.
Yeah. No, they said he's ready for the tournament. They said he's ready for the tournament. Ready for the tournament.
Yeah, it was an ankle sprain. So I thought
Yeah, that's my 1, 2, 3.
And then
the Gator Boys.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to me, Tate.
Well, to get a reasonable practical take from the know-it-all that's most reasonable, there's least most reasonable and least biased. That covers both my partners right there. Big G not as reasonable. Mod is not always unbiased. So that being said, I'm gonna go football schools, man. Give me Auburn, Alabama, and used to be a football school. I'm kind of gonna go with my heart right here, man. I'm gonna take Michigan State. Time for the Big Ten to make some noise. They got 8 teams in the tournament.
Oh, wow.
Time for it. That's a reach. I get it. But okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's consistency. This man picked Michigan State last week. So let's talk about consistency. He's being consistent with his picks. So I applaud you, Tate.
And my team is gonna win it all and cut down the nets in San Antonio. It's gonna be the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm gonna stick with them.
Wow. So if they beat Duke, and to answer B Dirt, he said, "Why go?" It was just top 3 of the question, but yeah, okay. So Auburn, Duke, Houston, Florida. That was my 4. But
you picked all number 1 seeds.
You picked 4. Yeah, you picked the 1 seeds. We got to pick 3. We only got to pick 3.
Go ahead. But B Dirt was like, "Why not just pick 4? Go ahead and pick your 4. Go ahead."
If I had to pick 4 out of the bracket, out of the Auburn bracket, I'm picking Louisville. I'm
picking Auburn.
All right. Out of the Florida bracket, I'm taking the Gator Boys.
Who in that bracket did I pick? Who the 2 seed in that bracket?
St. John's.
I don't have the bracket up.
They gone.
Who the 3 seed?
Texas Tech. Maryland
4 and 5.
Maryland's 4. Memphis is the 5.
I'm gonna roll with Memphis because that was one of my picks too. Come on, Penny.
All right, over in the Houston bracket, I'm taking Tennessee. I'm taking the Tennessee Volunteers in the Houston bracket. They got the best. They super athletic. And in the Duke bracket.
Wait. Let me pick that because I don't have brackets in front of me, so you can tell me who else in that bracket. I don't want to Houston. Who's 2 in that bracket?
Houston is Tennessee. Kentucky is 3. Purdue is 4. Clemson is 5.
Who was 2 Tennessee? I'm gonna take Tennessee out of that bracket.
Yep. And then in the Duke bracket, I'm taking Duke.
I got Michigan State.
No, you got Alabama out of that bracket.
Oh, Alabama. Well, what bracket Michigan State was in then? Because that's who I picked.
Michigan State is in the bracket with
Auburn.
They went with Auburn.
Oh. Well, I got to take bye-bye Michigan State. I got to take Auburn.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And the Gators going to win it. The Gator Boys going to win it, man. I'm telling you, they rough, boy. They rough.
Well, look here, man.
You ain't been this hype on Florida since Al Horford was there. Remember Shane used to claim he liked Florida, man.
I know, man. He was always talking about the Gators. He wasn't Gator.
Let's talk about that. You know, the old school, man, gone are the days, man. I'm telling you, Georgetown, It was Georgetown, North Carolina, dude.
The Big East, bro. Just say the whole Big East.
Yeah, I mean, those were the days, bro. Those were the days, man.
Hey, man, I used to skip school on the first tournament day, like past like 9th grade. When that first tournament day, if I knew that at least 2 or 3 of my teachers wasn't gonna have it on, now I'm gonna incriminate some cats. Some of my old school teachers, I'm gonna tell they had to play it in the room. Mr. Zingerfoos.
Z, shout out Z.
We appreciate you, Mr. Zingerfoos. Coach Clippinger, we appreciate you, Coach. Coach Boyd, Coach Fell, we appreciate y'all. Because y'all had that bad baby on TV, dog. Y'all had it on TV, and we could watch it. It wasn't no class. We was going to watch the tournament. But if I knew for sure wasn't at least 3 of my teachers going to have that thing on, I wasn't going to school, dog. I wasn't going. I skipped. I ain't care. That first weekend,
I'm skipping.
Back in the day,
I'm skipping Thursday. Thursday at tip off.
Yeah.
I will be at Buffalo Wild Wings by myself.
Tate, one of them years we skipped together. We watched it in the basement at your crib. It was. I think it was your 10th grade year, my 11th grade year. We skipped and watched the whole freaking. I stayed over your crib for the whole weekend. We watched the whole tournament.
I vaguely remember that, but you know, Big G, it's a whole lot of stories about that basement, man.
I know, man.
Everything like a blur.
Yeah, I know, man. But we skipped though. We skipped them. It was a great tournament that year, man. 88 was that the year Michigan won it when Ramil Robinson and them won it.
Michigan won in 89. 87 was Indiana. 88 was
Was it? I thought that was Indiana. No.
Oh, 87 was Indiana.
87 was Indiana.
88 was Danny Manning.
Yeah, yep. It was Oklahoma and Kansas that played in the finals.
Yeah, yep. Stacey King.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah.
Danny Manning and Carmelo Anthony, them the best 2 individual players finals run to the championship I've ever seen.
That's big facts. Maud?
Yeah, so I just remember in 91.
Young fella memory. Go ahead, though.
I remember.
We talking about 87. You talking about 91. Go ahead, young fella.
Yeah. So being excited, you know, because it's the first year my friend, somebody I know, my partner, you know what I'm saying, is out here playing big time college basketball, right? And watching Michigan go on that run and the Fab Five go on that run, I was like, man.
That was 92.
91, 92, yeah. And because I was still a junior in high school. I graduated in 92, 93. Anyway, seeing Ray and them go on that run, just, man, I was excited. And I knew, I was like, man, they could do it. Then the next year, watching them lose to North Carolina just broke my heart, man.
The Superdome, I was there. I was there in the Superdome when C-Dub called the timeout. It was a trip.
It broke my heart. And
hey, Maud, I got to ask you a question. Straight up question.
Yeah.
The best team to ever win the championship. In your lifetime, the best team to ever win it. If you had to pick a team and be like, listen, I'll take this team over any other team to ever play. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it this way. The best team that won the chip and the best team that should have won the chip. What's your best two?
It's got to be the Fab Five that should have won it.
Okay.
Right?
Nah, let me say this. You can say yours, but the answer the same team. Go ahead, Mike.
It had to be the Fab Five. And it's just the way that I feel about college basketball, they gave me that feeling. And, you know, this guy came to my home city. My hometown is really small, but he went to Odessa Junior College and tore down the rim at our hometown where we played. But he was a Dallas kid, went to UNLV, and, man, it's them running Rebs, man. I listen, they just made me hype. Now, they may not even be the best team, but, man, that's when college basketball was college basketball to me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, UNLV.
Tate? The best team that should have won it and the best team that won it.
Ma just said it. I don't got to say no more.
The Running Rebels.
They won it and they lost it next year when they was undefeated. The Running Rebels.
Oh, I mean, UNLV was some dogs, man. They but I'm gonna tell you, man. See, I'll tell you, we old school a little bit, man. I remember them Houston Cougars, dog. Man, with Kai Drexler.
Slamma Jam.
Man, they was some dogs. They was some dogs, boy. They was dogs.
They didn't win one.
They won one. They won one, but they should have won two.
They lost to North Carolina State.
Yeah, they should have won two, bro.
So who's better, that team or Georgetown losing to Villanova? That's what you got. Look at the biggest upsets. You get maybe the biggest losers.
Ooh.
Well, what hurt Georgetown that year was Michael Graham got kicked off the team. Because remember, they had all the pieces. They had Michael Jackson and Reggie Williams and David Wingate and Patrick Ewing. They had the squad, but when they lost Graham, that hurt them. You know, so Georgetown was some dogs, but man, that Phi Slamma Jamma team with Broadnax and Clyde and Akeem, man, they was dogs. Young, they was dogs, man. But they didn't win it. They didn't win it, man. And man, they was loaded. They was loaded.
I remember when I thought J.R. Reed was going to be like this cold NBA player. I just thought he was going to be nasty.
Tate loved J.R. Reed. He loved him. That was his favorite dude, dog, back in the day. Tate loved J.R. Reed.
When J.R. Reed played, I was in junior high. But I could have said that. My favorite dude back then was my boy Jay Edwards for Indiana, though.
Oh yeah, he was all on Jay Edwards. Tate thought he was Jay. Tate thought he was Jay Edwards. Tate would pull up talking about Edwards. Tate take two talking about Edwards. Edwards pulling up.
You know, another experience that I had, I went to, my aunt went to UTA. She was at UTA at the time. And UTA had a guard who was ended up going to the pros. But, you know, we'd have open runs. And, you know, this day I'm out there and G'll tell you, you know, I was kind of nice in basketball, you know.
No,
could fly a little bit.
Time out. Mob was a hooper. Like I'm not just saying it because it's my brother. I'm not being biased. Mob was 5'9" and could dunk a basketball. Easily could dunk a basketball. Like it wasn't no struggle at all.
No, it was two hands. I
thought
I was Charles
He could
Barkley.
two-hand, he could one hand at 5. Like back then he was like 5'9". He wasn't even 5'10" yet. And he had springs. The boy used to walk around with them damn streak shoes. All of us wearing regular tennis shoes. Mom walking around in streak shoes and like we going to the store and going this. He got streak shoes on. I said, what is this dude doing? He took them jokers off. That boy was a Skywalker. For real, Skywalker.
And so we're at UNC and they closed.
Claude got you, dog. You better put him in the matrix.
I'm not worried about Claude because Claude, let me tell you something. That 6, I was dunking in the 7th grade, bro. So I'm not worried about that, you know. But that came from riding BMX bikes and swimming and going. I mean, all that kind of stuff. That's where that came from. But anyway, so they closed the gym. I didn't know what was going on. They closed the gym and like they kept the best hoopers on the court. And in walks these big. I mean, these guys huge. I didn't know who they were. And I looked. It was Lee Mayberry. It was Todd Day. And it was Oliver Miller.
Yeah.
And so they
Rest
all
in peace,
came
Oliver Miller.
And that's why I'm telling the story. That's exactly why I'm telling the story. One of the best runs I ever had in my whole entire life. It was just, straight up get the ball and go. They wasn't trying to walk the ball down the floor, get the ball and go. Anybody who didn't do that, get off. They were like, get off the floor. If you're not running, get off the floor. Like, and so you got a chance to run. And that's when I realized, ain't no way I could play professional basketball. I was like, these boys are just ridiculously fast. But
it wasn't so much they was fast, man. It was they linked. I mean, you got to remember that like Lee Mayberry was like 6'3", 6'4". He played point.
Todd Day was 6'6", and then Oliver Miller was 6'10". Yeah, 16. Yeah. So,
dog. They steps like you got to take 2 steps for their one.
Yeah.
That one day was fast. They can outpace you.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But, rest in peace to the Big Oliver Miller. He passed away this week.
Hey,
we're gonna go ahead.
Look at Rob. Look at Rob's comment, man. Rob Lightfoot. Rob said he loved. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I loved Hurley, Hill, Leitner, that Duke team that beat Michigan.
You need to go back and watch our KnoItAllz podcast when we had Coach Thomas Hill live on the podcast.
But
that cash money about Duke.
That Duke team also beat UNLV.
Yeah, they did. Same ones.
Crashed them. They crashed.
Same ones, man. I couldn't stand Cherokee Parks and Christian Leitner. I couldn't stand them. I could not stand them.
Christian Leitner would have stomped on your chest.
I couldn't stand him. I could not.
Who the player he did that to?
I forget, but he just Christian had a bad attitude. But you guys, man, let's go ahead and get our parting shots, man. Before we do that, man, shout outs to our KnoItAllz crew, man. Some of them have been in here today. B Dirt has been in here. I ain't seen Pay, but shout out, love you, Dirt. Of course. G, tell them about all the shows we have, bro.
Absolutely. You're here watching us live. You see that number is 707 in that left corner. That joker about 732 now. And just help us get that number to 1K subs so that way we can do what we do, man. As you see, me and Tate Boy Fresh every week on Steel Curtain Network. Pump Your Brakes, the homies and homies overtime. But me and Tate got this new show we doing, man. It's called Smash the Gas. It can be seen on the KnoItAllz channel. And it's all Pittsburgh talk. It's a safe place where I can just go in there and lose my mind right before we go and pump your brakes because I got to calm down a little bit because Tate gonna smash me, man. So the Smash the Gas, me, Tate Boy Fresh is off the chain. That show is about 35 to 40 minutes before we go into Pump Your Brakes. And of course, you can catch B Dirt and his crew over there on Running Through the Jungle. You can catch Pay and B Dirt on Pay Dirt Show. You can check Pay out on Frustrated Chicago's Sports Fans, and you can always check Mod out on where we are DC for Life. And Tate has got a whole crew over there on Fans First Sports Network with the Cleveland Cavaliers Central Division podcast, man. So we got a lot going on across the channel, across the board, and we moved the Level Up College Football podcast. It's in the off season. It's every other Monday live on the KnoItAllz channel. Me, Sarah C, and Andy P will come on every other Monday on the off season, and you can always see me over on Steelers Almighty with my boy Big B and the Big Show on Tuesdays, man. So it's a lot going on with everybody in the KnoItAllz. We really are like the Wu-Tang Clan, man. All of us got a little different stuff going on, but when we come back together, it's straight up like Voltron, bro.
So who would you be?
Probably Old Dirty.
Tate, who would you be out of the Wu?
I'm meth all day. I'm probably
the RZA, man.
No, you Ghostface.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. That sounds right.
You Ghostface. I would say that you a Ghostface. And
who would you say that I am?
I would say you a Raekwon, the chef. You know what I'm saying? You the chef. You know what I'm saying? Built for diamond link, Cuban links, built for Cuban links. That one of the dopest albums ever came out.
Yeah, Cuban links was boss. That was a boss album.
Yeah, you him. Yeah. I'll be Bobby Digital only because I'm behind the scenes working everything. The RZA was doing all the cooking up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that there's Metis is one of the most instrumental and biggest pieces of the Wu-Tang, but wouldn't have been a Wu-Tang without Ghostface or Raekwon at all. Wouldn't have been without those two. It's not the Wu-Tang. It's not the Wu-Tang at all. For real. So I think
B-Dirt said he the chef. I don't know about that, B-Dirt. I don't know about that. You might be you gods.
Speaking of which, we didn't even talk about the Chef Curry.
Oh, let's get into
it. That big G. That's what happened when jokers don't read the script.
Listen,
I will not incriminate anybody else, but I read the script, so I'm not.
I'm just saying we're an hour and 30 in, so we're getting the final and parting shots. But go ahead, Tate.
I was just giving shout out to Chef Curry. He hit his 4,003 the other day. The only man in NBA, only player in NBA history to hit 4,000 threes. He probably will remain that. I don't see anybody catching him.
Never.
Unless James Harden play another 4 years. But and shout out my Cleveland Cavaliers won 16 straight. They lost today to the Orlando Magic. Evan Mobley didn't play.
Speaking of which, there's only 4 teams to do that, and out of those 4 teams, 3 of them won. 5 teams do that, and out of those 5 teams, 4 of them won the championship. Cleveland's being that 5th team, so we're yet to see. That's a good number. It's a good number and good company to be in.
So that's my party shot. Check out the like Big G said, the Central Division Showdown on the KnoItAllz Network tomorrow. That's at 8:00. So yeah, we got the homies from Bleachers to Speakers, the post game podcast, Detroit Pistons. We usually have the homie Pay in the building for the Bulls, but Pay sometime seeing some of his capos over, and and they handle business for the Bulls. So we never know what Pay is gonna do. We never know where Pay is at. We never know what's going on, but y'all know how Pay get down. But yeah, so just be sure to check that out tomorrow on the KnoItAllz channel at 8 p.m. Well, it won't be on the tomorrow. To be on the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel, unless I'm able to share it on the KnoItAllz channel. But we'll figure that out eventually. Finding Big G.
I seen his lip. You know what? I seen them lips. I knew we wasn't gonna make it through a show. I knew them lips was gonna be moving and chirping and jumping. Yeah, get the big five.
Hey, Big G, go ahead. It's your parting shots. Tom, sorry I didn't let you know, brother. Sorry I didn't let you know. I've been resting and I had to get up and do this show today. But I hit you up as soon as it's over. Go ahead, G.
Man, my parting shots is that, for me, it's pro football. You know what, Claude? You going to the Matrix before. I don't care what mine say.
No, he asked for this.
What'd he do?
This is what he asked for. This is what he asked for. You know what I'm saying?
He
wanted to go. He just wanted to go.
Go ahead.
I think
you going to the old country too, Claude.
Listen, I think he had to be saw. He wanted his picture to be seen. I had to give you the attention. Do you want this was an attention move? I gave you your attention. You got to go check it out. And I understand you have to go check on your property in the Matrix and make sure everything is good. So I got you.
Hey, my Claude got a tiny home community he's starting in the Matrix. Claude trying to get more bang for his buck. He telling people you can't have nothing more than 800 square.
Oh my God.
He like Nick Saban on that commercial.
Yeah.
The Airbnb commercial.
Yeah, that's big facts, man. Hey, so listen, man. For me, it's football season all day, every day, man. To me, there is no such thing as off season. So I'm paying attention to how these NFL coaches are moving. I'm paying attention to how they're bringing people in for the past 30 interviews. I'm watching how they're going to the pro days, and I'm excited about the pro days. They've already started. Coach Tomlin he just was at the Clemson pro day, and nobody knew he was going to be there. And I actually got some insight and intel on it about who he was checking out over there. Well, I'll tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say it's the running back and checking out Club Nick for next year.
Yeah, there's a little bit going on over there with Coach Tomlin with the Clemson. He snuck and went to their pro day. Nobody knew. So, but like I said, it's always football every day, all day. And like I said, the pro days, the draft, the spring games, the teams that aren't going to have spring games, and they're going to have like previews and 7-on-7 football and all whatever else. And we got about a month to the draft. So it's turning up. And I look for after this next week, because this last week is sort of a slow, but I look for this next week after that, somewhere around the 25th or 26th of March, teams are going to start making trades. If they really want a certain player or quarterback, you might see a team jump up in the NFL draft in the top 10 that you wasn't expecting to. And you might even see a team go up for number 1, man. So, like I said, it's football all day, every day. And I respect the other sports. I love March Madness. It's like my favorite time of the year. It's just not like how it used to be. But, yeah, it's football all day.
Because you old. Because you old. That make a difference.
Yeah, it do. That's facts. That's facts. Jaime. Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Jaime, man. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate you for keeping us company.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, Quad Father said, "Good evening, all hail the Florida Gators." That's you want to hear earlier that was Big G's pick to win it all.
They some dogs.
Big G been glazing the Florida Gators.
Shout out B Dirt, man.
They some dogs.
Trying to repay the favor for the great Running Through the Jungle y'all put out. All y'all check out Run Through the Jungle too. Like you know, like Big G said, B Dirt, part of the KnoItAllz crew. We like y'all said, we like the Wu-Tang. B Dirt called himself the chef, so I'm gonna say the chef. So we can let him and Ma battle that out at another time.
Yep.
No, well, I gotta say this, man. Shout out to B Dirt. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. You guys, I thoroughly appreciate every week. You guys make it worth it, well worth it coming on here. You know, sharing an hour or two with you guys about sports. Claude Bishop, of course. You know, I appreciate you for coming in, saying what you say. You know, you're a part of you add character to the place. You know what I'm saying? You add character to the place.
He's an honorary member of the Woo. He's an honorary.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably you, God, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Honorary.
You know he there, but
you never know what Clark gonna say. That's old dirty for real.
Yeah, that's ODB in the building, baby.
Oh my God. Yeah, but again, so when it comes down to it, I appreciate everybody here. We saw Afton pop in earlier. Rob Lightfoot, Black and Gold Standard, Brent Howell. You know, I could keep going. Reginald Rivers, what's up, dude? You know, I mean, Tim. Everybody who was here in the live chat, I appreciate.
Gavin was in there. I see
Gavin. Yeah, Gav, I appreciate you. Even Tom, I know you there. Tom is there. He ain't said nothing.
Oh,
but definitely he was there.
Again. Look at.
But I say this as my parting shot. You know, I keep saying, and I've said it earlier. You don't have time. Time has you, and the time that you do have and the time that you're here, don't spend time harboring stuff. Don't spend time holding on to stuff, because you never know when, you know, your day could be called. Stuff happens at the speed of life. And when I say at the speed of life, you know, you could be doing well one day and then next day, you know, something is wrong, and then you gotta you know, make up for that. But listen, the only constant in life is change. Never get to a place where you're just you know, in a rhythm, and you know, you don't want to change, or you refuse to change, or you're slow to change, kind of like G with the iPhone. You have to embrace change, because change happens, right? And you have being being a person who understands the nature of change. It's growth. Real change is about growth, right? And anything that is not growing is dead. So you have to give yourself the opportunity to grow as a person and to be brand new as a person. And, you know, holding on to old stuff, holding on to old debts, holding on to old disappointments, old hurts, old pains, that ain't gonna do nothing but waste the precious time that you do have. All of us are given. I sit back and I think myself and Big G, our father was 37 years young when he passed away. How, man, I think of how young that was. I think of how young you know, I had a chance to live past that. I've been blessed to live past that, you know, and we're not guaranteed the time that we have, but let's put a lot of emphasis on spending that time that we have right, and spending it with people who actually care, you know. And definitely, if you have to always fight with a person, if you always have to contest with a person, that's not an atmosphere you want to be in. But you definitely want to be in an atmosphere with people who understand, who love, and who care for you. And that's what this whole thing is about. Yeah, we talk sports. Yeah, we talk a lot of cash to each other, but there's love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, it really is. There's love. Even with when Tate comes in looking like Albie Shore's cousin, I love him. That's my guy.
Big
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? That's my guy. When Big G is when Big G fight with
that boy named Christopher B. Shore Punishment.
That's it right there. When Big G come in and he called me biased for Texas and Dallas, it's okay because I understand that's his way of communicating love. Big G, that's who he is. It really is. It's who he is. But I just don't want you guys to waste any time. This life, everything. I remember a song. One day you hear "The Next You Gone" by UGK, and it's just such a real statement, man. It's such a real statement. And, you know, you have to give yourself the opportunity to be appreciated and to appreciate, because you can't really fully love somebody until you love yourself. And you'll never be able to understand the time you got with other people until you value spending time with yourself as well, right? So that's just me, man. That's Mod's Moments, and that's my parting shot. I definitely want to make sure that you guys know that we appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at the KnoItAllz. We appreciate you giving us your time on a Sunday afternoon. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
Hey, I'm gonna be at Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday. Come check me out.
Hey, look, that's what we're doing. Listen, we're gonna plan something special for our 200th episode. That's coming. You know what I'm saying? We're only 4 episodes away. We're a month away from episode 200. Might even give some stuff away, man. Might give a KnoItAllz shirt away. The guys don't know this, but I'm getting a KnoItAllz hat made. I'm a hat guy, so I'm getting a hat made. So might give away some KnoItAllz swag, man.
Both y'all, both the homies hat guys. Your dad used to wear hats, caps, but also a part of that is y'all don't got this.
Listen, you gonna make me reveal what my hair look like. I got some good hair, Tate. Don't make
I know you got hair, but Big G, with that line like this though.
What he's saying, what Tate is saying.
Oh, that line ain't like that, Tate.
He got what Tate is saying.
Okay.
I got some curlies up there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Tate
so
talking about it. He got them waves. He got them waves going. He got that Trae Young going over there. He got that Trae Young.
I don't like Trae long hair, man. He need to cut that down a little bit.
He said Trae, hell no, Trae Young.
He said I'll be at Cedar Sportsbook in Vegas. Come see him. Hey, look.
They make their trip. They make their annual trip. The Michigan Wolverine dudes is going out there.
Listen,
the $1 billion boys, Pharrell and them.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. So I appreciate everybody staying. I appreciate everybody staying and being a part of the KnoItAllz today. You guys got anything before we tie this up?
Nah, man, I'm good. We appreciate you. Wait a minute, I do. Share with a friend, please, and thank you. Share.
Yeah,
with a friend.
let's get 15 more subscribers between now and next week, and we need y'all to help us with that, please.
Yeah. Share with a friend. We're at 732. Help us get to this 1K, because I'm telling you, the game changes when we're at 1K. Everything changes. So share with a friend. Snatch one of your friends. Go to one of your coworkers that you know like sports. One of your family members. Just snatch their phone.
Yeah,
and just be like, look,
don't be this guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't be this guy. Don't be cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Snatch their phone and type in the KnoItAllz and hit subscribe, and then that's it. Tell them it ain't no money, it ain't no charge, it ain't no cost. If everybody that was rocking with us today just does one, that'll put us like at about 30 or 40 more people. So just snatch somebody's phone. Just be aggressive with it. Snatch it.
Hey, we ain't mad if you take your kids and grandkids' phone either. Subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, look, we love you guys, man. We out of here. We'll talk to you later. Peace.